Tom Hunt.
Mr. Speaker, I'd first like to thank my honourable friend for Mansfield for securing this vital debate, and I do agree with his comments about the underperformance of boys from white boys from underprivileged backgrounds in the school system. The facts are there for themselves, they can't be disputed, and I think it's right that the Education Committee that I sit on is currently looking at this issue in depth. And that isn't to say we're not going to look at other issues, but why shouldn't we look at this one issue as well as other issues as well? I want to talk about men's mental health, which I think is getting more attention now than it ever has done. But the simple fact is that many men who are struggling with their mental health don't feel comfortable talking about it, whether they think deep down it's a sign of weakness. Of course they're wrong, it's not. They should feel comfortable to talk about it. And I think to myself, but I think that awareness of mental health now is greater than it's ever been, and the reason for that is because there isn't a single person in this country whose mental health hasn't been impacted to some extent. And I think even about my father, if I'd spoken to him a year or two ago about mental health, he probably would have said sort of, man up, stiff upper lip, kind of very masculine approach to it. Whereas, 75 years old, somebody had to shield himself. I remember talking to him about this very issue not long ago, and I never thought I'd hear it, but my dad himself was talking about his mental health. And actually, I think that's a good thing, and I think we should encourage more of that. So there are great challenges, and the pandemic has, brought this to light more than ever. Many of the things that men rely upon, going to watch a football, fishing, golf, these sorts of things haven't been possible, particularly during the second lockdown. I'd like to highlight something brilliant, though, which is happening within Ipswich, which is in Chantry, and the local landlady, Penny, spoke to me over the summer about the problem of men's mental health and how she wanted to do something about it. Within a very small period of time, 2 to 3 months, she now has 33 members of her men's mental health support group in Chantry, Rex Manning from the local area, professional trained chef. And what they've done is they've actually secured an allotment, a Robin Drive allotment. They all go down there, all of the men go down and become members, talk. So actually, even if they don't feel comfortable talking about their mental health directly, by engaging in something which is so good for their well-being like that, it really brings people together and the whole community together. And also the produce they make for vegetables, Rex then collects it all together and they all eat it together in the local pub. So this is a very challenging issue. It's right that we have this debate. But on the topic of men's mental health, I do think there's a great opportunity here. I think the pandemic's highlighted mental health more than ever before. But talking about your mental health is not a sign of weakness. It's something that should be encouraged. And I think it's right that we have this debate here today. And I commend my honourable friend for Mansfield for securing it. Thank you very much.